the assumption is the guaranteed money that DK Metcalf received is what Terry McLaurin wants. And if that's the case, again, I go back to what is the holdup. I know y'all ready for this to be over. I am too. But until it's over, I have to report on everything regarding Terry McLaurin, as a new significant update just came out that may give us a reason as to why the holdup is still going on. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's low beginner. She's confident.
So, I know y'all ready for this thing to be over. And like I said, I am too. But we got to talk about Terry, as today a new article came out talking about the reason why Terry McLaurin is still not paid. And it may not be for the reason that you think. I know for a while now there's been speculations as to what's the holdup. Is it the years? Is it the age? Is it the AAV, annually salary per year? What is the holdup from Terry McLaurin, and why is he not getting paid? He wants to be here. Adam Peters talks about wanting to keep him here. Dan Quinn talks about wanting him here. Jeremy Reeves, everybody wants 1-7 out there. Jaden Daniels, Deebo Samuel, list goes on. But what is the holdup then if both sides want it to be done? It is the guaranteed money. Now, let's talk about the article that I'm referring to. This is Diana Rossini. It was posted on X. It says, sources, Terry McLaurin is looking for part of a DK Metcalf's new Steelers contract in his own negotiation with the Commanders, but not necessarily Metcalf's $33 million per year salary. This inside quote is from Scoop City. It says, I know there's some talks out there that Terry McLaurin is looking for identical contract to DK Metcalf. I heard there's parts of the contract that he's looking for, but that does not necessarily mean he wants the exact APY. We're back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Juan Gotti Command Extra post-game show is back for yet another season. Following each and every Washington Commanders game, call into the number 240-804-7327 to have your voice heard on the show. Win, lose, or draw, happy, upset, or mad, make sure you call into that number, because I want to hear from you after every single game. So he does not want the exact annual per year, but the assumption is the guaranteed money that DK Metcalf received is what Terry McLaurin wants. And if that's the case, again, I go back to what is the holdup. See, I hate playing this division because I do think both sides, need to come to a common ground, and both need to come together and take a step forward to get this done. But that's why at first the other day it's like, okay, is it Terry McLaurin and his agent? But now listening to this, it sounds like it's more of the Commander side, because it's like, why are you not wanting to give Terry McLaurin the guaranteed money that he's looking for? It's not 33 per year. It's not 35 per year that he's looking for. The thing is, he's looking for the most is the guaranteed money. And you cannot blame him for it, because, first of all, he is proven that he's deserving of the contract, for one. And as we continue to talk about his age, this is the last true opportunity that he gets to cash in on a big deal, more likely than not. So, of course, he wants the guaranteed money. And we know that's the big thing for these players in this generation, is the guaranteed money, because of the high injury risk. How would it look if Brandon Ayuk didn't get paid last year? Goes out there, tears his ACL week 4, wouldn't have got his money. But since he signed his contract prior to the injury, he is good. And I know from the team's perspective, that's not good, because you paid this guy this money and now he's injured, and you're tied up for that. But at the same time, it's a player-by-player basis. Terry McLaurin has been relatively healthy for the remaining of his career thus far. Knock on wood that continues. He's been healthy. He doesn't have a big injury. He's always showing up in big time moments. And of course, why wouldn't you want to take care of a guy that has shown up for you from day one? Again, we talk about how Jaden Daniels is the savior of this franchise. You know what I mean? But we cannot forget who was really there day one. I'm talking 2019. Terry McLaurin's been making plays since week 1 of 2019, the worst season ever. The only person we had to clamor about and who we had to talk about was Terry McLaurin for years upon years. So if that's the case, if the guaranteed money is the holdup, what are we talking about here? Why can't we give Terry McLaurin $30 million, whatever the number is that they're looking for? Why can't we do that? And it goes back to, yes, honestly, DK Metcalf truly did mess up, the market, because obviously we know Terry McLaurin is much better than DK Metcalf. We know that to be factual, right? But the thing is, DK Metcalf does have the age thing on him, so technically the upside could still be there, but they have over the next 2 seasons, they guaranteed him $60 million in a $132 million contract extension. So technically, if I can remember correctly, $30 million guaranteed this year, $30 million guaranteed the following year. But altogether, it is $60 million guaranteed. And again, if that's what it is, what is the holdup? Why can't we go 90 plus million as the total contract with 60 of it guaranteed? At this point, I know they don't do this often, and I think, was it Deshaun Watson or somebody like that, where they kind of guaranteed majority of his contract and it kind of bit him back in a tail. But again, Terry McLaurin is the one exception to this, in my opinion. I'm not saying guarantee all of his contract, but like, why not though? Why not guarantee majority of Terry McLaurin's contract? Again, if there's one player that's proven year in and year out that they can stay healthy, that they produce, it's Terry. And that, for that simple fact being the main holdup potentially, it is a little bit mind-boggling as to what are we doing? What are we doing? But again, it's not what we said. It's not he wants to be highest paid like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. That's no longer the case. It's not that, how some of us originally thought. It is simply the fact that he wants to be taken care of. He wants to be guaranteed some money. And again, that you cannot fault Terry McLaurin for that. Had he been 25, 26, negotiate a new contract, okay, maybe he could take a little bit less guaranteed money because he knows, okay, still have another contract I can get. I still have another level that I can reach, and I could probably get some more guaranteed money out of the organization the next time. But no, this guy is 29. He's going to be 30 in September, right? This is something that we have never really seen before, where a player is negotiating a contract at that position at that age. This kind of contract, I should say. So I understand the holdup and the hesitancy from the organization side of things, but I also understand Terry McLaurin's stance. If this is what it is, if it's not him being promised by his agent 35, 34 mil, if it's not that, and it's simply the guaranteed money, that's the division between both sides, can we please get this done? Because Terry is the one player on this organization, on this team, and Jaden Daniels obviously, but Terry is this one player that you can't argue guaranteed nothing with him. Year in and year out, guaranteed 1,000-yard seasons with trash quarterbacks. That's guaranteed. Outside of his rookie year, where I think he sustained that concussion that he missed a couple games late in the season, but outside of that, he's been healthy for the last 5 straight seasons. So I truly want to know, if I could pick the brain of Adam Peters and the front office, what is their holdup for not wanting to guarantee him the money? We get the holdup for not wanting to make him the highest paid receiver, or one of the highest paid receivers in terms of the top 3 or top 4 even. We get that age. But you cannot continue to clamor home age as the reason why you don't want to pay him the money he deserves. Because at the end of the day, he's 30, not 36. He's 30. We can sit up here and name countless 30-year-old receivers that's probably just hitting their prime, or probably had the best years of their career at the age of 30. And again, as we continue to talk about, and even from the horse's mouth himself, Terry McLaurin's 30 is not the average 30. He came into the league at 24. So again, what the heck is this hold up? Why can't we get it done? If it's the guaranteed money, AP, give him his money, bro. Like, come on. I'm tired of talking about this. I know the family is tired of listening to this. I know they are. But at the same time, we're going to continue to talk about it because, one, it's a relevant topic, of course. Two, we love Terry McLaurin. And I seen a lot of people in the comment section getting on my OGs that said that they was boycotting if Terry ain't get his money. Man, they wasn't being literal. They were just talking from a fan frustration point of get Terry his money because he deserved it. There's no reason that he shouldn't get paid. He been riding with us since day one, and I back that 100%. Right, as you do too. So they ain't nobody's leaving because Terry doesn't get his money. That just goes to show you how passionate we are about defending him. Look at how the fans react to Terry when he comes out and signs autographs and even requested a trade. Still out there backing him. That's how you know this fan base knows he deserves his money and this fan base is behind him. Because any other player request a trade from a team, that fan base is turning on him like that. That fan base is turning on him like that. Oh, he can go. Oh, he's injury prone. Oh, he's trash. He's not worth. What can you say about Terry McLaurin negatively right now that makes you feel like, oh, let him request that trade? We don't need him. What makes you feel that way? It's nothing. Because we need Terry McLaurin. And there's nothing he's done wrong ever to tell you he doesn't deserve to get paid. Now again, I was a person that was understandable for both sides. I get AP and them don't want to pay him that much money and all of that and all this. But again, if this is true by Diana Rossini, that the APY isn't what they want from DK Metcalf's contract. They don't want DK Metcalf's $33 million a year. They just want DK Metcalf's $60 million guarantee. And if that is the case, what are we waiting for? He's significantly better than DK Metcalf. He's been more consistent with less QB play than DK Metcalf. He's been more healthy and reliable than DK Metcalf. What are we waiting for? Give the man his $60 million guaranteed and call it a day. Again, I know they don't do this, and they probably shouldn't do this, but if there's one player that I think deserves all of his money guaranteed on some Deshaun Watson-esque timing, it's Terry. Terry is one of the ones that deserve majority of his contract guaranteed, if anything. Again, we already talked about it, but we can reiterate it again for the people in the back. He's healthy majority of the time of his career. Knock on wood. That stays the case. He's consistently contributed 1,000-yard seasons with piss poor quarterback play. Not bad, but piss poor quarterback play until he got Jaden Daniels. He's the constant professional. You talk about the face of the Commanders, and anytime you think of a Commander, you talk about Terry McLaurin, and he does everything right. You speak all this positivity about him, so give him his guaranteed money. If this is in fact the holdup, which I have no doubt in my mind that it's not, or that it is, or that it's not. Like this is the you get what I'm trying to say. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the reason. Like I believe it 100%. Because again, remember what I said from day one. Terry's never struck me as a guy that felt the need to be the highest paid receiver. He was never that selfish diva-ish type. That type of person that wants to take all the money to not help his team win. Terry McLaurin seems like that kind of guy. That is the Tom Brady. Yes, take pay cuts. Don't take as much money as he could get to help give back to the team and help build a winner. That is who Terry McLaurin is. But at the same time, I'm guaranteeing you 100%, and I'm just using Tom Brady as an example just because that's like one of the few guys that I know, you know what I'm saying, that did things like this. Maybe Patrick Mahomes, you know, but I guarantee even though he didn't take the biggest contracts, those guys still got hell of a guaranteed money. And I know those are quarterbacks, but the example that I'm using, the reason I'm bringing those up and comparing them is the kind of player and kind of meaning that they meant to that franchise and that organization. Is they don't take the biggest APY per year, but I guarantee that guaranteed money is never in question. So why are we making that about Terry? Give him his guaranteed bread. It's simple as that. And I would be pissed if in 15 years, because I know it probably ain't going to come out now, but I would be damn pissed. And I love AP. I love this front office. I think they do all the things right thus far. They have not done anything wrong thus far besides prolong this shit. But I'll be so pissed if 10 or 15 years come out later from now and Terry speaks on this, if he ever does, and they say, yeah, the whole holdup was the guaranteed money. They weren't giving me the guaranteed money I wanted, or they were trying to shortchange me on the guaranteed money. And I'll be like, you know what? That is crazy. Because again, we're not talking about being the highest paid player and receiver at the position. We're talking about just giving him his guaranteed money. It's making sure he has a helpline. And you can't be mad at it. If I slip and fall, I got to make sure my employer got me. It's like us, regular people, 401ks and 1099s, whatever. It's like that, insurance plans, right? It's just as simply as that. I need to know if something happens to me, whether on the job or not, my employer got me. And that's all it seems like Terry McLaurin is talking about. So I'll leave it at this, and then I'll go. If this is in fact the true holdup in the division between both sides, Adam Peters, Terry McLaurin, the guaranteed money, get it done. It should not be a reason as to why this is the reason that 1-7 is not out there catching passes in the most crucial time possible from Jaden Daniels and getting his chemistry down with Deebo Samuel as well. Both sides need to inch up a little bit and get this done. We have a game on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It being preseason, so what? We still have a game on Friday. So we need to lock in. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. As always, being boy Juan Gotti, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. Subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown and for the one, those links are down below in the description. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.
Never gave a ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.